The items have been preparing with the help of the teachers, Madam Rita, teacher colleagues. Kuna Madam Sarah Kethrod, kuna Madam Carol, so because of time, we're going to have 2 items. Walioko nyuma wanafunzi hawa ni Teacher Lilian, Teacher Naomi. Wote wameshirikiana pamoja kuhakikisha kwamba shughuli hii yote itapamba. Tunashukuru sana wanabande wa Kapsabet kwa kufanya sherehe hii ya leo ikuwe ya kufana kabisa. Tunashukuru, tunaendelea hivyo hivyo.
If you don't show that, I mean,
Upande wangu kushoto ni Nathalie anayeongoza kikosi cha kwanza. Wanafunzi hawa wako tayari kutuburudisha baada ya kunywa chai.
Stand here? Okay. Stand here. So they are going here. So they are going. And Kipimo, you are the first one now. Stand there. We are going today.
wako tayari. Thank you sana. Asante sana watu wa bendi. Madam Rita, take over. Yes.
Welcome to Kapsabet Highlands School, a pride of Nandi, a place of good foundation in ECDE. Am I not lucky? Welcome to Kapsabet Highlands School. If wishes were hosted, I will sit next to you, but my teacher says no. I don't know why. There, I'm not lucky. Forced to move because my poem is too short, but my dream is not short. When I grow up, I like to be a parrot. So parents, teachers, do something on me, please. Bye.
Is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. Ants on my arm. Ants on my arm. Ants on my arm. They're causing me alarm. When I watch the tennis game. When I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spread all over the desk. Inky's wet. Puff out the candles on the pancake. Puff out the candles on the pancake. Puff, puff, puff. Hear the airplane. Hear the airplane. Hear the airplane. Making lots of noise. the pan, eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, crack the egg like this, I like to hop, 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 up and down. I like to hop, 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 all around. I like to hop, 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 up and down. See my puppy rip the rag. My puppy ripped a rag when he pulled so hard. The mom and the dad make many meals. The mom and the dad make many meals for their hungry children. See me play on my drum. Playing drums is lots of fun with a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. See me play upon my drum. The water gurgles down the drain. The water gurgles down the drain. The water gurgles down the drain with a go-go-go-go-go. Now it's dark, the lights go on. Oh, 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 oh. Time for bed, the lights go off. Oh, 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 oh. Up go runners. Up go runners. Up go runners when it starts to rain. We lick our lollipops. We lick our lollipops. Oh, 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 we lick our lollipops. My friends and I went to the beach with my floating fish. It got a hole, the air came out. Bring your bat and bring your ball, Bring your bat and bring your ball to the park to play. My ear hurt, I was in pain, My ear hurt, I was in pain. What did you try to say?
Sorry.
Cello and jam, jingling on a plate. Oh, what will I eat with it? Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh, did you see the billy goat? Oh, 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 oh. Did you see the billy goat under the old oak tree? The captain said aye, the captain said aye. Stand up straight, don't be late, the captain said aye, aye. See the donkey in his stall. E-or is its call. Did you ever hear a bee buzz, a bee buzz, a bee buzz? Did you ever hear a bee buzz? Zzz, like this. I see the clouds moving, whoa, whoa, whoa. I see the kites flying, whoa, whoa, whoa. I see the trees bending, whoa, whoa, whoa. The wind is blowing strong. If you're strong and you know it, say If you're strong and you know it, say If you're strong and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're strong and you know it, say Drive big span round the village. Drive big span round the village. Drive big span round the village. Ooh. to eat yogurt and bananas. I like to eat yogurt and bananas. I like to eat yogurt and bananas. Yup, 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 yup. Take an X-ray. Take an X-ray. Take ever hear a rude clown make this sound and that sound? Did you ever hear a rude clown say the? The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 quack. The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 all around the pond. I pricked my thumb with a needle, ow, 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 ow. I pricked my thumb with a needle, ow, ow, ouch. The sailors met upon the sea, oi, 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 oi. They found some oil way down deep, oi, oi, ship ahoy. I'd like to have a barbecue, you. I'd like to have a barbecue with you and you and you. The mixer in the bowl goes The mixer in the bowl goes mixing the food together. Did you ever hear a seal bark, a seal bark, a seal bark? Did you ever hear a seal bark, like this? Short vowels that we use. A vowel is in every word, every word, every word. A vowel is in every word that we read or write. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U are long vowels that we use.
We are done with the presentations. Graduates, you can sit down.
Okay, let us appreciate our graduates. Tuwapikie makofi hao wanafunzi. Yes. So, because of time, with your permission, you'll allow me to now take this opportunity to give the guest speaker because of time. Kuna mahali anaenda, and that is why we are going to give her this opportunity to make her remarks. Karibu sana.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wave at me. Wave at me. How are you? Are you fine, graduates? I love you so much. You are good children. Yeah, my name is Naomi Suge. I come from two places. I work in Sochoi, and I live in Mlango, yet I also have a home there. So I'm a woman of two homes and one husband. So we keep shifting positions. Sometimes when you feel you are bored, you go to the other home. You leave him in the other home. When he is bored, he leaves you there. When you feel you need to reconnect, you come back. Otherwise, I'm happy to be here in Kapsabet Highlands. I'm proud to associate with this school. I'm here courtesy of Highlands International Consultancy, who invited me to share with you today. Otherwise, I also work with Berea Company Limited, where we do consultancy, motivations, strategic plans, and general supplies. For a short while, we are going to talk about our parenting for life, even as we celebrate the graduation of our children. It is nice to have a child crossing from one level to another. It's amazing to end as a stage and join another stage. And I know to those these kids are their firstborns, it's amazing to see them grow. We saw them being born the other day. Today they are 4 years, they are turning 5, and they are going to another level, and we travel with them. One good thing about parenting is when you are in class 1, when your child is in PP1, you are also in PP1. When your child is in PP2, you say, I am in PP2. So good afternoon, PP2s. Why is these people accepting and the others are not accepting? Good afternoon, PP2s. Yeah, the success of our children is because we accept to journey with them. You are now going to class 1. You rate yourself as a class 1 child. And whatever is required to be done in class 1, you should train yourself to learn to do class 1 things. When you reach grade 4, you do grade 4. When you reach class 8, you also do class 8. So welcome to this other journey of beginning grade 1, even as we journey with our children together. I'm talking about briefly parenting for life. The best gift to our kids is love. I want to talk about the first thing that is the best gift you can ever give to your child is love. Before you can afford to buy anything else, before you can afford to pay fees, before you can afford to call a teacher to help, you first of all give the first gift as love. Love should therefore reign in our homes. And before we love our children, we should begin by loving one another first as parents. There is something that is crucial in the growth and development of our children. If we are not in good terms as parents, it really affects our children. Are we together? Is it too noisy? Is it too noisy? Are you following? Yeah. So I'm saying the best gift you can have, before you even give to your children, you give to the people around you. Because children copy what we do and they copy who we are. And people usually say education is only 20% what is being taught in formal learning, but 80% is informal learning. It's about what they see. It's about what they hear. It's about what they feel. So I'm sending a strong message to couples who are here that before you love your children, love yourselves. Let children see the love reigning among you so that you can translate now the same love to your children. As a professional teacher, I know how children suffer when parents are not in good terms. Sometimes we disagree, and we even choose to shift to live in another place. And then we only meet during functions like these ones. Maybe we even have people here who have come from different places to come and see the child graduating. Oftentimes, it happens for class 8 children, parents come to pray for the child when they are coming from different destinations. In Form 4 again, during prayers and whatever celebrations, parents coming from different directions claiming that they love their child. Yeah, to the child, you are his or her mother. To the child, you are his or her father. But true love to reign, we should begin by binding ourselves so that we can just allow children to copy from us what we are doing. It's like saying, some people say they love God, but they don't love a neighbor mwenye anaishi pamoja na yeye. Utampendaje Mungu mwenye humuoni na hujampenda mtu mwenye unakaa pamoja? So, for the sake of them, let's be in harmony. For the sake of their good growth and development, let us be patient with one another. We should not throw anger at one another in front of them because they will develop the same feelings. Love is health in body, soul, and mind. Why we are emphasizing on love? Ni afya. It is good health to our bodies. It's good health to our souls. It's good health to our minds also. Who doesn't want to be loved? We all want to be loved. We all want to be cherished. Children who feel loved are happy. Happy children. They don't need to be full to be happy. But if they only feel that someone loves me, then they are happy. That is why some child would love to go to school because of a teacher. And we usually tell teachers, be that one teacher who would make one child love school. The reason why a child will not be beaten to wake up to go to school is because they know we have a loving teacher somewhere. So the same love from the teacher, the same love among the parents is what will make them look healthy in body, in soul, and in mind. Children who feel loved have less stress. They also cope with life's challenges better because they know they have a shoulder to lean on. So let's learn to practice little love expressions to ourselves and to our children. When they listen to us, throwing one or two love expressions amongst ourselves, they take the same spirit and they feel they are safe. Once in a while, just tell them, I'm glad I'm your mom, or I'm glad I'm your dad. And indeed, we are happy to be parents because we have people who have not seen children. We have people who have not even had or carried a pregnancy to term. So we are happy that we are their parents. And that one we should always show them. We should always confirm to them that we are proud to be their mothers, that we are proud to be their fathers. Tell them, I have a whole hour to spend with you. What would you like to do with me? Let us also be there for them. The challenge in this generation that we have is that we are so busy working for people and really busy preparing the future for the children to an extent that we forget to prepare the children for the future. I think I'm saying something. I'm trying to communicate something, isn't it? We are all busy that We are busy preparing the future for the children, but we don't have the time to prepare the children for the future. That is why we lose them in the hands of the house girls. We lose them in the hands of old parents because we are busy looking for wealth for their future. Unfortunately, it can be by the time we are getting the future we were looking for, in terms of a good house, in terms of a good salary, in terms of plots we have built, like they have enough, we will have lost them into drugs, we will have lost them into immoral behavior. Of time with them because somehow we just have to go to work. Somehow we just have to go look for this money also. But when we come home, especially when we are at peace with one another, when you arrive, we can afford to sing songs, even like these ones they were singing here. We can afford to dance with them. We can afford to go them. We can afford to go with them into a room and listen to them so that you get to know their school of thoughts, what has been put into their minds. Because so many things happen to our children without our knowledge and without our consent. Tell them, I'm so proud of you. Whether he comes home having exceeded expectation, having met or below, tell them that we are very proud of you. There is power in words. I'm told the mother to this Ben Carson, the greatest neurosurgeon, I'm told he used to be number last in class. But the mother would tell him, you see, if people were to turn like this, and you would be number one. And then she tells him, you see, between you number last and number one, there is a lot of room for improvement. You tell them kuna improvement, kuna room hapa kubwa sana ya improvement, so that we can encourage them. We also need to tell them once in a while, nothing you could ever do would stop me from loving you. And that is supposed to be the spirit even amongst ourselves, even us as parents. We should have this spirit of nothing someone could ever do should stop us from loving them. Because people will always make mistakes. So we need to allow people to be human beings, because human beings make mistakes. We put them at the feet of Jesus. Unaambia Mungu jemaliza kutengeneza huyu, endelea kumtengeneza. Meanwhile, you love him for the sake of these people. I have seen children suffer in the hands of separated families. I have seen children suffer in the hands of disagreeing spouses. I have seen children lose track of life in the hands of divorcees. So we need to have this attitude of nothing could ever stop us from loving people. Even if they are behaving well or not, we should just love them. Tell them thank you, you are great, and you are a wonderful gift from God, and learn to love people unconditionally. You know, the problem with human beings, unapenda mtu kwa sababu amefanya hii, unampenda kwa sababu amefanya hiyo ingine, unampenda kwa sababu anakusaidia kulipa fees, unampenda kwa sababu ukimtuma anatumika. But it's supposed to be, let us love people unconditionally. Graduates, how are you? How are you? Are we together? Yes, I'm talking to your parents to love you, eh? I'm telling them to love you. So listen to me as I tell them to love you. Sindio? Siniwaambia wapende nyinyi? Haya, nyamazeni msikie nikiwaambia. It is hard to love your child and hate his mother. It is hard to love your child and hate his father. Tukubali chenye kimefanyika. Usipende mtoto in isolation of the father. Do not love the child in isolation of the mother, because the child is a product of both of you. And the gift of a blessing of children is supposed to bind us together in love. Hug them, touch them gently, a pat on the back, a stroke on the hand, a kiss on the cheek, and even a tickle can show people that you love and accept them. And again, if you love people, you will forgive them unconditionally. When love reigns, forgiveness takes over. Because the reason why we forgive is because we love. That is why even Christ on the cross, alilia akasema, forgive them, God. It is because he loved us. So if you have a heart that doesn't forgive, then it means you don't have a loving heart. So when you ask God to give you favor to love, you will start forgiving unconditionally. I also want to talk briefly about the importance of listening, and especially listening to the children. Learn to listen. You know, for some reason, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. I'm wondering if he had given us 2 mouths. Tungeongea maneno ngapi? Alitupatia masikio na mdomo kwa sababu alitaka we listen more and talk less. Listening shows that you care about people. Listening tells us that you feel that other person is important. Like now you are listening to me. My understanding is you take me as an important person. So when you listen to your child also, you are telling him or her that you are important. You are telling him or her that you care. When we also listen to one another, even as spouses in the homes, we tell each other we are important and that we care. It enables us to draw closer to them and learn more about them. The only way you can learn about someone is through listening to them. If we don't bother to listen, if we keep interrupting our children, or if their noisy chatter makes us angry, our kids will stop talking to us and we will lose an important door into their world. So in the midst of their noise, in the midst of their chatter, we get into their world and understand their way of thinking and understand their character, and we also understand their personalities. Listening makes us understand their needs also. For a small baby, it will cry, and then you know maybe the baby is hungry or the baby is wet and needs some changing. Listening shows respect. If someone sits and listens to you, you should judge that person as respecting. So even when you listen to the child will know that you respect her despite the fact that he or she is young. And in the process, he will also learn to reciprocate by listening to you and respecting you at the same time. If we listen to a child when he is 7 years, he may still be talking and listening to us when he is 17. That is a research that has been given, that you learn to talk with them, especially the fathers. Wazee wanaonanga kama kuongea na watoto ni kucheza, ni mchezo, sijui ni nini, especially huku kwetu kwa wakale. Lakini watoto, ukitaka watoto wakuzungumzie when they are teenagers, at 17, talk with them at 7. Talk to them at 0 to 7 in their developmental stages. And then they will learn that apart from being a father, you are also a friend. Apart from being a father, you are also a confidant. Like, I can share my feelings to you. I can share my love with you. I can share what I think with you so freely by building it right from when they are young until when they are grown. I know some of us have teenagers. Wenye saa hii wamefunga shule, wanataka tu kujifungia kwa bedroom. Wanataka tu kukuwa na kasimu, ka gadget na kakae kwa bedroom. hataki kuzungumza na mtu. It is because we lost some track hapo nyuma. Lakini tukizoea kuzungumza na wao, they will be looking forward for you to arrive home in the evening so that they can share with you the experiences of the day. They might have been looking forward to closing schools so that they come home to share with you experiences of school. And in the process of sharing, you get to understand them. In the process of sharing, you even get to solve some of their problems. My mother used to spend a lot of time talking with us, and my father too. And when we were adults, we could not fear telling her even the stories about our boyfriends. Imagine, ungefika kitu saa 2 hivi, anakuambia jamani, sasa nani amekuleta? Wewe unaona tu unajiambia nasiana roho mbaya, hajauliza kwa ubaya. Unamwambia tu si nimekuja na James. Ananyamaza kidogo alafu anakuambia usinilete hiyo nyumba. Sitaki hiyo nyumba, and you are like, mbona amekataa? You know, advice inaendelea. Unakaa siku 2 unamwambia mami, mbona ulikataa rafiki yangu kweli? Akakwambia hii familia ni hii na hiyo na hiyo. Unaanza kuachana na huyo boyfriend na unaanza mwingine. Na utajua wazazi hawana nia mbaya, but tusipozoea kuongea na watoto wetu tangu wakiwa wadogo wakikuja hivi, then watakuja kuogopa kushare other things with us. I love the Bible, but I did not come here to preach. But hata hivyo, you can write James 1 verse 19, Proverbs 18 verse 13. Utajisomea juu sijakuja kama pastor. There is a man called Paul Tillich. He said, the first duty of love is to listen. The first duty of love is to listen. Then, I want to give you a recipe of a good listener. What do you need to be a good listener? You need 1 chair, sit down. By the way, good listening goes with sitting down. It's hard to listen when you are standing. I don't know why. Maybe, if I may just ask you, how comes when people are arguing, they don't sit down? Sa ile kuna kelele, mumekosana na mtu, do you sit down and you say, ah? You find people standing because it's like they are ready to fight. So, but imagine if your husband comes, for women who are here, alafu analeta fujo, anaongea na kelele sauti juu. My friend, ukiketi chini, hiyo sauti itaishia hapo. Lakini ukisimama, ndio sasa mtaendeleza maudhui. You continue the program. But if you sit, it's a sign that you are ready to listen and that he should tone down because you are already tuned to listening what he wants to tell you. So you go down and then you tell him slowly, I'm hearing. Even to your children, you don't listen to them when you are walking. You don't listen to them when you are standing and doing other things. You take a seat, 1 seat. It also takes 1 mind. Do not divide your attention when you are talking to your children. Kidogo unataka kuita maid huko, kidogo unataka kuongea na mzee, na mtoto anataka kuongea na wewe. 1 chair, 1 mind, 2 ears. Tumia masikio ngapi? 2. And use 1 mouth. And in that ratio, use your ears twice as much as your mouth. Because you are given 2 ears and 1 mouth. Kwa maisha, tumia masikio mara 2 kushinda mdomo. But it's unfortunate, people use the mouth 10 times more than the ears. And na masikio ni 2, mdomo ni ngapi? Wa mama, hello? Are we together? Plenty of looking into each other's eyes. Check the body language. Look at the child. Consider the body language. Sometimes children are abused, young as they are, but parents never notice because you never sit, you never listen, you never see. You arrive late, you are tired and there with your gadgets. You want to see what the world is saying on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on Facebook. You can hardly notice that a child has been hurt. That is the danger with our generation. Because we love our jobs and we love our phones to an extent that we cannot really check on the welfare of our children. A few hugs serve with plenty of positive and loving responses, and decorate your responses with smiles. Decorate your response with a smile. Smile at everybody. Unanyima watu smile, unauza, tununue. Smile at your children, smile at your spouse, smile at your neighbors. Don't be a bad person. Words also are powerful. Mind them. Maneno. The way we speak and what we speak is going straight into their minds. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up. Never talk ill of anyone in front of children. Don't talk ill of the teachers in front of children. Don't talk ill of their father. Hata kama haleti, hata kama halipi fees, never tell your children that, oh, mimi peke yangu nanunua chakula, mimi peke yangu ninalipa fees, mimi peke yangu ninawanunulia nguo. I think women, we are fond of that. Na wapongeza wazee, because in as much as tulitoka kwetu tumekonda, na saa hii tumenona, hawajawahi sema tumenona chakula yao. But for women, tukichukua tu responsibility kidogo, and the whole world will know that we are the ones paying fees, we are the ones feeding the children, we are the ones clothing them. I think we should practice the use of ears and less of the mouth. Call a child a fool, and he will be a fool. Call him great, and he will be great. There is power in words. So yenye utasema kwa mtoto ndio itakuwa hiyo ya ukweli. Kimwambia wewe ni mjinga sana, na hakika atakuwa mjinga sana. There is power in words. So as parents, we should really mind what we are saying. If you want to destroy a child, use criticisms, scolding, and nagging words. If you want to build up a child, use loving, accepting, and encouraging words. Praise, appreciate, and thank them for good things done. It reinforces the behavior. Watoto wakifanya kitu mzuri, you praise them, you thank them, and they will be motivated to do more of the same because you have rewarded them with a praise. Tell them the truth about everything. And I repeat, tell them the truth about everything, including how they are born. I know this is not gospel news to many of us, but kuna uzuri katika kuambia watoto ukweli. Gone are the days when birds brought children. Siku zimeenda za ndege kuleta mtoto. You know, when we were growing up tukiwa wadogo tukaambiwa, oh, kuna ndege inakuja inaleta mtoto. Alafu sasa mtoto akikuja anagrow, anafika teenage, anacheza kwa sababu hajui ukicheza utapata mtoto. Kwa anajua mtoto analetwa na nini? Wangapi waliambiwa mtoto analetwa na ndege? Kwa wazazi wenye wako hapa. Wenye mliambiwa mtoto analetwa na ndege. Wewe umezaa ndege alikuletea? So, tumia hekima kuongelesha mtoto wako kuhusu developmental stages as you see them grow. Right now, here, we cannot tell a boy from a girl apart from when wametengeneza nywele. But as they grow to become girls, tell them what it means to be a girl. Tell them what it means to be a boy. Tell them what it means to have a relationship. Be open. Don't be vulnerable to your own children. And then our children will become victims of circumstances because we don't tell them the truth. Juicy, I arrived in the evening. And then I took mine to the bedroom. I have a PP1. Nikamwambia unajua nini? Mtu asikushike private parts. Mtu asishike hapa na mtu asishike hapa. Akaniambia kwa nini? Nikamwambia itakuuma. Na watu wanaumiza watoto. And he was so keen listening. And it was in the evening. Nikamwambia tena ukiwa shule, kama gari ya shule haijafika, mtu yeyote asikuambie upande gari ya mtu yeyote. Nikamwambia watu wanaibanga watoto. Ana listen so keenly. Na nikamwambia na akikupea sweet hivi, akaniambia nitakimbia nichukue na nikimbie. Nikamwambia atakushika mkono, akaniambia so nisishike hiyo sweet. Nikamwambia usishike hiyo sweet. So the following day, asubuhi, my house girl is preparing him to go to school. Nikasikia kelele kwa room. Mama yangu alisema usiniguse hapa. That is the day I knew we waste opportunities by not telling our children the right things. Otherwise, they have a teachable spirit. We are told they have a tabula rasa. Whatever you put there in a paste, na inakaa hapo salama. So I was like, kumbe ukimwambia, anasikia. Then I remembered another day. Nilimwambia, unapenda nani? Akaniambia, nakupenda peke yako. Sipendi baba, juu ananichapa chapa. Nikamwambia, now listen. Do you love God? Yes. Do you know about God? Yes. Nikamuuliza, where is God? Akaniambia, God is in heaven. Nikamwambia, you see that God mwenye tunamuomba alisema usimunyime mtoto mapigo kwa sababu ukimchapa hata kufa. Nikamwambia alisema mchape ndio uokoe maisha yake kutoka kwa mauti. Alafu nikamaliza kwa kusema kuna Biblia inasema walifungia ujinga kwa moyo wa mtoto na kiboko inaondoa. Friends, I didn't know he was listening to all those, a PP1. So siku ingine, nimeenda shamba hivi natoka na kuja juu. Nikasikia anapiga nduru mbaya. Sijui nani alikuwa amenyang'anya baiskeli. Nikakuja, nikamwambia, why were you crying? Ati baiskeli yangu nini. I was annoyed. Nikachukua fimbo, twap. Alafu nikamwambia, keti hapo. Kidogo nikamwambia, haya kuja hapa. Nikamuuliza the same question. Unapenda nani? Akaniambia nakupenda hata kama umenichapa kwa sababu Mungu alisema walifungia ujinga kwa moyo wa mtoto na kiboko inaondoa. Akaniambia si unaona ujinga imeondoka. I was so happy. I was so happy. It's about what we tell them. This is prime land. A very nice brain to plant good things. It is now or never. We will lose them if we will not tell them now. So talk about the sacredness of their private parts without fearing. Waambie huku inaitwa nini, huku tena inaitwa nini. Pea wa majina. Wacha kuita, susu, sijui kitu gani. Tell them the names. Because even if you don't tell them, somebody will orientate them wrongly on your behalf. Waendelea kukuwa sacred. Na watu wanaharibu mtoto. Guiding and training as we finish. Do not let your child grow up thinking that the only way to get your attention is to do something wrong. I repeat, train them and let them know that it is not the only way of getting your attention by doing wrong things. Many children will want to get your attention by crying. Others will want to get your attention by beating you. Others will want to get your attention by tantrums and throwing things. Some video was being circulated in social media about a boy who literally broke everything in the house. Who saw that one? Yeah, some of the parents here saw. A boy alivunja TV, akavunja toilets, akavunja wardrobes, akavunja laptops, akavunja everything. Kwa sababu alikuwa anatafuta attention. Tutoke hapo. Train them to know that they don't need to behave weird so that we can get their attention. A friend of mine was telling me that her daughter aliambia mtoto wake mwenye alikuwa analia, you know what Nalani? When you cry, I don't understand you. It is until you stop crying, then you talk to me, then I will now understand you and what you want. And the child was like, okay, I wanted. And then the mother told her, yes, now you are coming clearly. Because when you are crying, we don't understand. And truly, do we understand when somebody cries? Even women who keep crying, stop crying, communicate. I usually tell women to stop crying. You know, some women wanalia tu kwa sababu mzee amefika saa 3, unalia. Mzee anafika saa 4, unalia mama. Save your tears for funerals. Save your tears for funerals. Don't cry because somebody is arriving at 10. Don't cry because you saw an SMS in somebody's phone. You will not be understood. Mtu atashinda tu akikuona, anashindwa unalia ni. Watoto pia wanakuona unalia. You become a fool. Don't get attention by doing weird things. We are mentoring our children. I think when there is a problem, speak up without the fear of being misunderstood. Don't mince words. Tell people what you like and tell people what you do not like. And that is the spirit we want our children to learn. Set limits and boundaries early. Limits and boundaries early. Napenda wazee wakisema simu yangu haishikwi, na kweli haishikwi. Ukiangalia simu ya mzee iko sawa, ya wamama yetu yote imebomoka, because we never set limits for them. They can choose to switch the TV channels to whatever kama mulikuwa mnataka kuwatch nini, because you have never set limits for your children. Mgeni afike, mtoto amechukua simu ya mtoto ya mgeni, anataka kufinya. Tuliwahi enda nyumba ingine, watoto waliturukia huku. What? We were just like, you know, Allah, set limits for them. Mapenzi si ujinga. Mapenzi si kuentertain ujinga. Set limits for your children. Tukasaviwa chakula, ilikuwa mayai na ugali. Mtoto akakuja, akachukua. And then an old woman nilikuwa naye akaniambia, this is your generation. Me, I'm not eating hii yenye imeshikwa na mtoto. Leta hiyo yako, alafu ukule hiyo ya watoto wenu. So, let us learn to set limits for them and boundaries as early as they are. Tell them more of what can be done than what cannot be done. Tell them, do this, do this, do this. Many a times we are so negative that we want to approach things from don't, and children don't learn in that manner. Instead, reinforce good behavior. I once told mine, you know what? Me, I'm a preacher. When I go to church and I go in front, don't follow me there. If you sit there until I finish the sermons, I will reward you. And I will love you so much. And every time I feel mbele, mtoto anafungua zip hapa. Unajua mtoto anaweza fungua zip ya baba yake mbele ya watu. Set limits. Give simple reasons for setting the limits. Simple reasons. Children who are disciplined with violence will also learn to be violent. And by the time you start disciplining your child with violence, it means you lost the precious time that you are supposed to have done things gently. Now you are firefighting by using a cane. Mtoto amekuembarrass mbele ya wageni, so unampeleka kwa room na mfinya. Na ulikuwa na nafasi ya kumwambia all the do's. Discipline with love. They will also learn to love. Tell them what God says about discipline. Teach them to love God and to love people and to also love themselves. When a child loses control, make sure you also don't join him. When a child loses control, make sure you also don't join him in losing the control. Sometimes mtoto akifanya kitu kibaya, wewe pia unaharibu zaidi, unamweka makofi. Kuna watoto nini masikio kwa sababu ya makofi. Don't use your hand to beat a child. Don't use slippers to beat your child. tafuta kiboko yenye Mungu alisema. Na ninapenda kiboko kwa sababu ukienda nje kutafuta, hasira inapoa. By the time you come back, you don't hurt your child. Lakini hizo za slippers, you can easily make them deaf by kuwaswaga na slippers na coffee. When I was in the university, tuliambiwa kwa psychology, hii mikono ni ya kupenda watu, hii mikono ni ya kulisha watu, hii mikono ni ya kushika wengine kwa upendo, sio ya kupigana. Hata wazee mwenye unapiga mama, hata umbu hawakulani siku hizi. Don't beat a woman in front of children. Limits without a loving relationship equals rebellion. Limits with a loving relationship equals respect. Yelling isn't more effective, it's just noisier and makes you look foolish. Naongea na wamama wenye wanaita watoto kwa sauti kubwa, who yell at them. Listen women, yelling is not more effective, it is just noisier and makes you look foolish. Zoea kupunguza volume kwa kuita watu. Zoea kupunguza volume kwa ku-argue things. Zoea sauti kuje chini kabisa. Zungumza na watu kwa sauti ya upole. Yelling makes you look foolish. Because unazoesha watoto kuyell, mpaka unasema, David, aski, David. Next time, David ataongoja uite ya tatu, hiyo ya juu kabisa, ndio aitike. And in the process, you will have looked like a fool. Rather than shouting at your child, go up close and gently whisper your instructions. It can make a world of difference to how your child responds. Lastly, teach your children by your own example. What you want your child to do, begin by doing it. The way you want them to dress, dress the way you will want them to dress. The way you will want them to speak, speak the way you will want them to also speak. You should know that as you sleep, you are a role model. As you wake up, you are a role model. As you eat, you are a role model. As you pray, you are a role model. Treating them the way you would like them to treat others. If you treat them with love, they will also learn to treat others with love. By encouraging them to learn useful skills. As young as they are, they can learn useful skills. These people are not too young to clear the table after eating. They should take their food, whatever remains, to keep it somewhere. They should come back with a kitamba and wipe the table. One skill at a time, one skill at a time. And then eventually they will derive a lot of pleasure in serving people and being part of the family community in also working. Also, help them to make wise decisions and let us train them to be independent. As young as they are, they should learn to take care of their things. They should learn to take care of their rooms, and let us train them to be independent. Kuna wazazi, because they think they have a lot of money, you keep washing clothes kwa watoto mpaka wa class 7, mpaka wa class 8. Trust me, parents, you are spoiling them. Teach children to be responsible. Otherwise, friends, I don't want to take more time because I'm rushing back to work. Thank you so much for listening to me. I count it as respect. May God bless you. Again, my name is Naomi Suge. May God bless you.
Na rehema zako ningekuwa wapi mimi bila upendo na fadhili zako maisha yangu.
What a wonderful teaching from Naomi Suge. It was actually, in fact, I've learned a lot. I would wish that you'll be here the whole day, but because of time, next time, please, you will come. Yes. So, time is running. It is now 1. So, I will wish to give Madam Rita at least a minute. Then, we have also one of the parents to share with us so that we conclude.
Kaiweka salama. mema, kama si wewe mwamba wa wokovu wangu, nisingeweza, ningeanguka.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Yes, how about the parents? I can only hear the kids responding to greetings. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, at least I can hear that. Thank you, kids. Yes, Madam Rita, as you have heard, I know most of you knows me. And for those who don't know, maybe for the visitors, I am Madam Rita Korir. I've learned something from the guest. She said she's coming from 2 places, but mine is a bit different. I come from 3 places. I was born in Kapsabet. That place people fear a lot, but it's a good place. And I was married to Keblonik, but I reside in Chepterit where I work. And for that, I thank God for everything. So I've been given time, a few minutes by the MC to mention a few things here and there. So I also know we are handling kids here who are very short attention. Their attention span is very short. So we might say a lot that will, at the end of the day, may not help them. So I'll be brief, but mine will go to the parents, strictly to the parents. And before that, I'm going to congratulate the graduates. Graduates, can you stand up? Graduates, stand up. I know you're very tired. Stand up wherever you are. Wave like this. Can you wave? Congratulations, PP2, class of 2022, congratulations, okay? And see you next year in grade 1. You can get seated now. Okay, this time I want to say thank you to the administration, the director in absentia. He was held up somewhere, but I know he'll get this. Thank you, Justice, for everything you have been doing to us as Kapsabet Highlands, especially up there at the ECD unit. We are very much grateful for everything you have been doing to us. He has been very cooperative. I can attest that for all the learning process and activities to proceed, he has been with us. I can say that he's an able director, and thank you so much, Justice. You'll get this. Secondly, I want to say thank you to the administration, the principal, deputy, and the teachers for the cooperation you have been according us for the learning process to proceed smoothly. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. I'm going to touch on academics of the learners. Today we are graduating after training these children for 3 good years, right from daycare, PP1, PP2, and today they are graduating when they have known so many things, although we didn't exhaust everything, with the fact that learning is a continuous process. We cannot exhaust everything right there in ECD. They are yet to learn more when they go to primary section. You all know that this year we had a challenge that was worldwide, the COVID challenge, and all the programs were crashed. You understand that? So we had this thing of kufunga na kufungua. We are in school for 2 months. 1 week tunafunga, we are back. So the program actually has been, it has been tight. And you know the learners, the ECD children, they need time for them to understand, for them to learn. It's not something unarakisha, it takes time. So I might say that if there are learners who didn't achieve, parents, you will bear with us, you'll understand time was short, but where we are not that bad. You can bear me witness, parents. As you can see, your children, they are not badly off. At least they can read, they can write, they can communicate well, they can speak good English. You can bear witness with that. Like I said, time was short, but learning is a continuous process. They will get to learn more as they move. So, talking about academics again, I want to type this on parents. Let's work together. Let's work hand in hand for the success of these learners. I'm happy. I have a group of parents who are really so interested and they know the meaning of education. When you send your child to school, do a follow-up. Don't put everything to the teachers. While at home, do something at least to help that child. Wherever there's a problem, contact the teachers. We are always there for you. We can help where we can. Where we cannot, that will sort it itself. Yeah. So much has been said by the guests. I don't want to repeat. And I can see the MC is moving closer to me, an indication that I'm told to leave the floor. So let me thank you for everything. Everything has been smooth all along. PP2 parents, thank you so much for your cooperation. We'll say other things when we have our meeting. We don't want to mix our celebration today with other issues. We'll have a parents' meeting and then we'll discuss other things. Today we are here to celebrate for our kids. Last but not least, I want to share something that the director said. After this, we'll have the gowns.
Kwangu minang'ara ndani ya hiyo nuru, eti kuna uzima. Ukiingia kwangu nina uzima.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, graduates. Are you happy today? Are you so happy? We are also very, very proud of you today. As your parents, we are very, very proud of you. You've come a long way, and we are so happy to see you today graduating. Parents, first of all, I would like to say that we are happy as parents. Thank you to the chief guests in absentia. I can see she's already left. Our school administration, starting from the director, to the principal, to the deputy principal, to the HOD of the kindergarten section, and all their teachers. We are happy and we are blessed to have had you for the 3 years taking care of these children and teaching them, building a very firm foundation for them. And we are grateful. I think as parents, museme hoye mali penye muko. These teachers have done a wonderful job from, training our children from going to the toilet to how to hold a pencil, how to start writing, how to communicate well, how to even sit still for some time without, doing anything. And I think that is very important, and we really appreciate. You have molded them, and I just want to emphasize on the importance of this stage of their life. And Naomi has really, broadened it in so many ways. But what I just want us to learn is that we need to build values from this age. This is the right age for building values, and at this time, that is when they grasp a lot of things from us. And we really thank you, teachers, for doing your part. And as parents, let's continue to motivate these children. Let's continue to give them, that support. Even as they come to school, as they stay in school, talk to their teachers. You need them so that you understand your child well. Every progress they are making is very important. Again, I want to also say that with the school system and the things that have been going on, especially in our group for the ECD, I think we needed a better forum for us to iron out those issues. And I think going forward, if we can have more meetings, more times where you call us and tell us we need to talk about 1, 2, 3, we need to plan 1, 2, 3, I think as parents, we'll be available to even share the times that we are free or whatever time that you can make to come to school for the betterment of our children. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Graduates of PP2 going to grade 1. Do you know what the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1? What does it say? Thank you very much. And I'd love that you know that verse. So first thing, that's the first commandment that has a promise. Okay? So what you do what? Obey your parents in the Lord. Okay? Thank you. Clap for them, parents. Asante.
Thank you very much, Mama Dylan and Leon. Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, graduates. Yes, by the look of the things, it is only graduates who are active. Almost an hour ago, I just spotted 2-3 parents who are taking a nap. And I was like, what about the young ones now? What are you expecting them to do? The speaker did say that let us set good examples for the young ones. Kindly allow me to take you through 2 or 3 items that I have for us that concerns what the speaker said, that bringing, raising, and training the child in the ways of the Lord. As we do that, kindly parents as a school, we appreciate and acknowledge your presence. How I wish God continue blessing you as you entrust your children upon us. It is not easy. It is not easy, more so for the firstborns to be entrusted in new hands. But you definitely found that, and you did it. We appreciate, we acknowledge that. Number 2 is that I wanted you to know that our director would have wished to be with us today as his norms, but he is also graduating his daughter from the School of Law this very day. So get to know that he is following what is taking place here. Number 3 concerns what Mama Leon and Dylan has said, that you parents who have a lot of issues that you feel as having another forum so that we try to shelve the bottlenecks or rather address the issues that touches your children. We've heard that and we are putting that one among, or we are considering that one among the issues or the items that will be undertaken come next term. So don't worry, all is in place. And how I wish when we have items of urgency or issues of urgency, we call the head teacher, we call the administration, let us call the class teachers. If possible, what I've deemed very important, let us pay a visit to the school administration offices so that we have the small issues being undertaken. All in all, the last item is that for those who are still wishing to bring their children, to bring other siblings, or you refer friends to this school, we are having the mass interviews on Tuesday. Kindly refer your friends, bring your other siblings so that they undertake interviews on Tuesday. Just to reiterate and emphasize on what Madam Rita said concerning the gowns, it is very imperative that we note it, that no gown will be allowed to leave the school compound. And immediately the program, the event is over, we'll give parents a maximum of 20 minutes. At least you take photos with the gowns, but don't let the gown leave the school compound. We might punish you later on in relation to that by letting you bring the gown no matter the distance and time. So kindly oblige with us and all shall be well. I didn't intend to take much of your time because I know we are tired. The children amidst us, we are very hungry. So allow me to straight away move to awards. And parents, you are aware that the issues of awards to our children were left within your peripherals. Whatever the school will gift the graduates is just the certificate of completion of the PP2s to show that they've graduated. So straight away we'll move to awards of the certificates, and I'll call upon Mrs. Abigail so that as I read the name, she gives the graduates and parents. Remember to accompany your child so that we do that one as short as possible. So we have Dylan Kipkoech. Come forward. Where's Dylan? Yes, come. The parents, Dylan. We have Dylan Kiprop. Dylan Kiprop. Emanuela Chemutai. Let us appreciate them. Let us clap. Dylan Kiprop. Dylan Kiprop. Emanuela. Then we have Tumaini Isaac. Then Troy Kiplimo, prepare. Troy. We have Travis Kiprotich Baliach. Then Travis Cousins, prepare. Travis Kiprotich.
Kwenye giza kaniwekea nuru, nisihangaike.
Na leo kufika hapa, kama si Mungu ni nani tena? Mengi akanivusha, na baraka zikapanda, ni Mungu ni nani?
Jaden.
Ni nani? Baba ni Mungu ni nani? Ni nani? Yeye ni nani tena?
Glenn Kimutai.
Mungu ni nani? Mungu ni nani? Kuzihesabu tu siku ni nguvu za Mungu.
Glenn Kimutai.
Niko hai.
Glenn Kimutai.
Sikumlipa chochote, wakati wa Mungu unapofika umefika.
Nilipokuita kukusita, ulisema nami. Ninakushukuru, umenipa maisha mazuri.
Ian Kimutai.
Kuja kugundua wewe ni Mungu mwenye nguvu, mwenye mamlaka yote. Sababu niko na wewe, sina hofu na mashaka. Nitatia nguvu.
Kyle Kiprop. Kyle.
Hivi ndivyo yeye kaniweza. Mungu mwenye uweza.
Then Kyle Kimutai.
Taendelea kuvuka popote, niko na Mungu. Ni Mungu yuko na mimi.
Mungu na mimi.
Ni mengi nimepitia, na leo kufika hapa, kama si Mungu ni
nani tena?
Mengi akanivusha, na baraka
Kimberly Sato. Then her lead Kigen.
Hivi nilivyo, ni yeye kaniwezesha. Ni Mungu mwenye uweza.
Kimberly Sato.
Taendelea kuvuka popote, niko na Mungu. Ni Mungu yuko na mimi.
Mungu na mimi.
Ni mengi nimepitia, na leo kufika hapa, kama si Mungu ni
nani tena?
Mengi akanivusha, na baraka
Paisley Chebet.
ni Mungu ni nani? Ni nani? Wadhani Mungu ni nani?
Paisley Chebet. Then we have Kaylin Cherop.
Ukamtuma duniani kisa na maana, nipate uzima jamani wako mwana. Ukamtuma duniani kisa na maana, nipate uzima jamani. Ishara kwamba
Joy Chepkemboi.
unapenda zaidi. Hivyo nishaelewa, sifa nitakupa zaidi. Ishara kwamba unanipenda zaidi. Hivyo nishaelewa, sifa nitakupa zaidi.
Then Joy Amanda. Prepare.
Sijizuia, usema wako wema, sio kama najigamba. Umenitenda mema, na siwezi jizuia, usema wako wema, sio kama najigamba. Umenitenda mema.
Natalia Cherono. Natalia. Maher Kigen. Maher. Leona Chepto, follow. Liam Kanda. Lekan Kiptai Tai. Leroy Kiplimo.
Sometimes when I'm standing, it seems like I've been walking miles, and my heart could be crying, dead in the middle of a smile. But then I climbed the hills and saw the mountains. I hollered help 'cause I was lost. Then I felt the strong wind.
Lawi Kiplimo.
Small voice saying the storm is over. Storm is over now.
Ethan Kipkalia.
Somewhere beyond the clouds, I feel heaven, yeah. Heaven is over me. Come on and set me free. Oh. Now in the midst of my battle,
Fatma Yusuf. You prepare.
Downtown in a rush crowd and felt all alone. And every now and then I felt like I would lose my mind. I've been racing for years and still no finish line. Oh,
Frederick Wasike.
the mountains. I hollered help 'cause I was lost. Then I felt the strong wind. And then a small voice saying the storm is over. Storm is over now. I can see the sunshine somewhere beyond the clouds. I can feel heaven. Heaven is over me.
Fatma Yusuf.
Oh, somehow
Nadia Chepkemboi. Nadia Chepkemboi.
All the voices of the wind, when it's saying, storm is over, storm is over now, and I can see the sunshine somewhere beyond the clouds. I can feel heaven.
Toya Chepto. Toya.
Won't you come and set me free?
Toya.
Won't you set me free? The storm is over. Storm is over now. And I can see the sun beyond the clouds. I can feel heaven, yeah. Heaven is over me. Won't you come and set me free? Won't you come and set me free? Hey.
Sean Keegan.
Shining somewhere beyond the clouds. I can see the light. Hey, hey.
Shania Chebet, David Kiplagat, Sean Chebet, David Kiplagat, then Daniela Chepchumba, Daniela, Dani Kipto, Sasha Chemutai, Dani Kipto, Sasha Chemutai, Natasha Chebet, Rafa Kipkemboi, Natasha, Patience Cherop, Natalie Chepchirchir, Ethan Kimutai, Ethan Kimutai, Adelia Chebet, Adelia, Adrian Kimutai, Alison Kagiri, Alison, Ayla Chebichi, Attila Kipkosgei. Bradley Kibet Lagat, then Braden Sang, Gertrude Chepkoech. Madam Songa karibu. Bradley Kibet.
You are provider.
Braden Sang. Madam Daisy. Mama Leroy. So Mama Leroy will take the next step to award Tinasha, Chebet, and teachers. So where is Tinasha, Chebet?
somo imucho gotian mote azinamen.
So in a special way, you'll also award their teachers for wonderful job done. So we'll start with Madam Gertrude. Then Madam Sarah.
Iko njia ionekanayo kuwa sawa machoni pa mtu.
Madam Rita.
Jicho langu likiwa safi, mwili wangu wote utakuwa na.
Hey parents, let us not leave. We are not done with the session. Parents. Madam Naomi. Madam Colex. Yes. Parents, we are not done with the session. Kindly let us come back to the hall. Wazazi wamemaliza mkutano.
No. Siguiente.
Yes, Madam Frida Kanda and Lois Bore, kindly take charge in the second part of the awards. Wazazi tafadhali turudi ndani.
Hey,